The Exorcist is a horror film released in 1973, directed by William Friedkin. The screenplay of the film was written by William Peter Blatty. The Exorcist is adapted from William Peter Blatty's novel of the same name. The film tells the story of a young girl who becomes possessed by a demonic entity. Linda Blair received great acclaim for her performance as the girl in the lead role. During the shooting of the film, various unfortunate incidents happened to the cast and crew. The special effects used in some scenes were considered highly advanced technology at the time. The Exorcist caused a sensation and sparked controversy when it was released. The film's high tension and horror elements created terror and disgust among the viewers. The Exorcist holds an important place in cinema history by setting a new standard for the horror genre. The infamous wheelchair scene in the film is considered one of the most iconic scenes in cinema history. The Exorcist became a major box office hit, achieving both critical and commercial success. The success of the film inspired several sequels that followed. The Exorcist is still remembered today as one of the most terrifying and impactful horror films of its time. The music in the film was carefully selected to further enhance the atmosphere of the scenes and make them more frightening. Georgetown, the location where the film was shot, has become a popular tourist destination today. Church officials provided consultation to the production team during the making of the film, enhancing the horror elements of certain scenes. The Exorcist managed to leave a lasting impact on its viewers with its excellent editing and atmospheric storytelling. Some scenes that were cut from the film's original release were later restored and added back in. The Exorcist has a religious theme alongside its horror elements, focusing on the religious practice of exorcism. The success of the film also brought numerous other successful films directed by William Friedkin. The Exorcist is considered one of the best horror films in cinema history. Some practical jokes used during the filming process created a different atmosphere on set. Various scenes in the film utilized special effects such as real pigs' blood and oxygen support. The Exorcist is one of the rare horror films to have received Oscar nominations. Due to technical limitations at the time of filming, some scenes were incredibly challenging to create. The Exorcist also garnered praise for its music and won various awards. The film's box office success made it one of the highest-grossing horror films of that time. The Exorcist brought forth many horror film cliches that contribute to the lasting impact of horror films. The success of the film has ensured its status as a classic. The Exorcist is a provocative film that tackles taboo subjects such as sexuality and religious opposition. It is known that some actors and crew members were affected by the fear and tension during the filming of The Exorcist. The Exorcist was censored or banned in many countries during its release. The film's impactful scenes and horror elements have inspired many horror films in the industry. In addition to the success of the horror genre, The Exorcist stands out for its exploration of religious themes in cinema. The film gained cult popularity among viewers during its release. The Exorcist introduced a new dimension to the horror genre by combining sexuality and demonic themes. The house where The Exorcist was filmed, known as the Macchio family's residence, is the site of a real-life murder case.